I don't paper pen. I need uh, this is why you keep post-its and you have no post-its around, Shinova. I can't remember. Oh my gosh. Hey Sandra, good morning. I'm trying to remember what I was supposed to write when I came down here, and my bangs are in my way. I'm trying to remember, but I didn't bring my I usually have like when my husband's like getting dressed, I usually have like this post-it like to-do list and I write down everything, but I did not bring it down. I was too busy chatting with him while he was doing something in the kitchen, drinking coffee or water or something, and I think it's upstairs in the middle level. I think. I usually read it when I take my cell phone, I'll take my tablet, and then I have it so that way I have it for my to-do list, and now I just don't know where I put it. That's about it. So today is Friday. I am so happy it's Friday. My son is coming back from hanging out with his cousin all week. He went to his first panic room like yesterday, and I think he had a lot of fun. He's coming back tomorrow, but I miss him. He's so quiet. So, but he messaged me yesterday saying he was going to his first escape room and he was really excited. And I told him he was going to do good. Ken is such a smart young man, and he is. I can see him being excited and then like being really logical at the same time. So I know he had fun. So I can't wait to hear everything about that. So he comes home tomorrow. So I'm like overjoyed because I don't know. I miss his presence. I think that's going to be a hard one for me when he goes to college because he's you don't really know you really don't know he's missing like he's so quiet. He's like the quietest kid, but that quietness, that peacefulness that's in the house is missing. And I miss him to bits. Hi Io, hey Misty, hey Bam Bam 3. So yes, I was not on yesterday. Yesterday was a hard day for me, and it was a mixture of a couple different things. And so I'm going to keep it 100. Yesterday was mental health wise was horrible, and I missed my mom. Hey Gypsy, I missed my mom yesterday a lot, and I missed my mom because of things that transpired on Captain's Log the day before. So doing Captain's Log when you're on YouTube or any kind of platform, you're subjected to trolls. I get hit with trolls all the time, like you're fat, you're ugly, you look like a troll, comments about my hair, all that stuff. I'm used to that. That stuff rolls off of me because I'm used to getting things like that. Unfortunately, that's a part of life, especially if you put yourself out there. So, hey, happy Friday. So, what I what I can't ever get used to and which no person should get used to is racial slurs. So on Wednesday, I got hit with the N word not once, but like three different times, and one particular troll spelled it out in each sentence. And my jovial smile and my personality kind of just dropped. Unfortunately, some people that are part of my ethnicity that's black, they know what I'm going through. it triggered flashback memories of my childhood. It triggered things that I didn't want to I didn't want to rehash or relive. And with that triggering, I immediately wanted to call my mom, and she's not here. So it was a really hard day. Once I got off on Wednesday, I I I did my Patreon with my Patreon peeps, but as soon as Patreon was done, I like went upstairs to my room and then try to watch TV and try to just kind of get over it, but it's kind of hard, you know? Most of the time I'm like Supergirl, I put the S on my chest and I'm gone. But that it was kind of hard. And I guess these are like the little moments that you're going to go through when your mom's gone and you realize that she's not there to protect you. Because usually she would say something and we would laugh and we would get over it, but she's not here. So, um, yeah, it was hard. So I just wanted to say that's why I wasn't on yesterday is like just for mental health. Um, yeah, it was a lot. Trolls be trolling, and I know that they say stupid things. Like I said, they call me fat, they can call me ugly, they can make fun of my hair. I'm used to it. I'm secure in who I am. I like who I am, so it doesn't bug me. But when you start talking about my ethnicity and using hard slurs like that, that's when it gets offensive. So that's why I wasn't on, because it hurt. And if I came on here and I told you it didn't, that would be a lie. And I'm not a liar. So that's why I wasn't on. And because I wasn't prepared for those hard racial slurs, I never actually had them as much as I've been on YouTube. I never had anybody use racial slurs before. So hopefully, let me knock on some wood, it won't happen again. But it was hard because the person, again, I wanted to talk to about it just to like get it off my chest is my mom. And she wasn't available. So, because she was around when those slurs were used to for at me or against me during my childhood, so she knows how I react to them, and she wasn't available. But I do have my sister, and so she was also there when certain situations happened, and so we were able to talk it out. So I thank God that I have my sister, and I do have my husband, which is like my rock and my foundation. But it was hard, and so yesterday I decided to just take off and be around Hope, because she was the only one available because my son is gone and my husband was at work. So me and Hope, like, did some running around and doing mom and daughter things, and just she helped me take my mind off of things. Hopefully it does. YouTube is weird. YouTube is weird. You'll be surprised. Like the people you think can get banned from YouTube somehow thrive. It's just because the thing about social media is the people that usually do wrong cause people to get more on social media. Chaos brings numbers. Chaos brings people to on the channels. Chaos brings people to the platform. So therefore, sometimes social media does not ban people that do cause chaos. It's a very interesting balance system. It's a very weird platform to be on. Yes, you're right. Using slurs do show ignorance, but remember that old saying, ignorance is bliss. So there's ignorant people out here. That's just a part of our society and how we have it. So, yeah, you're an adult, stop whining, get over it. You're right, Wildfire. So, that's how people think things. So, you're entitled to whatever you think. It's chaos. So, so what I'm doing today, where I'm going to be doing a small live for Sack Bag and Sew. So we're going to be cutting out a Euro wallet, and I'm really excited about it because it is, again, this is the advanced class I'm going to be teaching at Sack Bag and Sew. And I told you, to me, I see where it says thank you. I see where it says why it's an advanced pattern, but to me it isn't if you take your time. I think maybe that's why people dub it as an advanced pattern, because I think in sewing we want instant gratification. In And our art is a little bit different from a lot of people's art. Like with painting, you have to literally let paint dry. When you're drawing and etching and sketching and shading, you have to allow some process to cure, dry. It's not as quick as sewing is. So we want that instant gratification. So I think some people sew over this curve really fast and they may get puckering, folding, or it doesn't come out, or they accidentally sew the zipper teeth, which then can make this pattern advance. I think the advanced technique is actually patience, which is a little tongue in cheek to the pattern, if you ask me, which I think it is a good skill set to have, and it maybe is a skill set for someone that to learn to become an advanced pattern is patience, taking your time clipping, taking your time sewing, learning how to put in a zipper is um is a definitely a skill set. The Euro wallet, YARROW from Noodlehead Patterns is what I'm teaching at the Sac Bag and Sew in Sacramento on September 11th. Well, is it September 11th? I think it's September 12th or 13th. It's the second class I'm teaching. Um, so it has this like really deep curve, and she has some interesting techniques on how to like make sure that curve is nice and smooth, and her techniques really do work. I have no puckering, no crinkling in that area where the curve is, and I absolutely love it. So I don't offer kits. What I do offer is preparation videos. So the people that who signed up for my class, they will get an email, and the email is going to get shot out to them, and they're going to get a live preparation video where we're going to like cut out, we're going to talk about the interfacing you're supposed to do, and we're going to cut out the pattern together so you can make your own kit from what you have at home. I really do believe in using your own stash, because we have so much fabric at home sometimes, and sometimes we have everything we need. And also, I don't want to subject people to my nerdiness. I like a lot of geeky stuff. So, or like, I'll be like, "Ooh, everybody makes the polka dot wallets," and people are like, "I like stripes." So, it's easier for you to go with your own stash, or if you want to buy fabric because you're with somebody, you guys want to make matching wallets or whatever. Just using your own stash. And I'm going to be cutting mines out of a cotton. I made this wallet out of cotton, canvas, faux leather. I made it out of leather. This is a very versatile wallet. You can make out of different stuff. For your first one, I highly recommend you to use the materials you listed in the pattern, like a cotton, a canvas, or something along those lines, so you can get used to that curve. And then you make it without whatever material you want. So that's what we're going to be cutting out today. But the funny thing about this pattern, you can cut everything out in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes tops. And it's not a very long wallet to make, but it's a very satisfying make because it's a showstopper. I wear this wallet, and when I wore this wallet, people asked me like, "Where did I get it?" It looks very high end. It's very classy. There's something about Noodlehead, like I said, like Noodlehead, Georgia Girl Stitch, and there's a couple other people like that have this really natural looking patterns. They kind of remind me of Dooney and Burke. Dooney and Burke don't go over exaggerated with their pattern pieces or their bags. Hello, sir. Can I help you? I know Daddy left you. I know, Loki. All right. I have a furry friend here that is drooling on me. Yeah. Whenever his dad leaves, it's his new thing. Good morning. Yeah. There's nothing in here for you to eat, sir. But you can lay on the doggy pad. There's nothing in the washroom. If anybody wants to have a dog named Loki who lives up to his name of his puppy, He's about 155. He's super curious about every space in the house. Loki, there's nothing in the washroom. He's like right over there. There's a wall, and it's the washing machine and dryer and sink. I think he's going upstairs now. um, so sorry about that. We love Loki visits. Yeah, good morning. So yeah, I totally forgot. So like they have a Dooney and Burke quality. They have a very classic look to them. They're not like overly their shapes are mostly like rectangles and squares. They're very an organic look to them. There's something that is just like a timeless, effortless look. There's nothing that are really going to date them. Like you can get a 1995 Dooney and Burke and compare it to a 2025, and they have the exact same profile down to the same probably fabric. The only thing you probably can see is that the fabric has aged over the years. There's just they have a very similar look. And that's when I look at like noodlehead patterns, when I look at Georgia Girl Stitch, when you look at Hammer Stitch, they all have that same effortless look to them. Even Clume House has that same look to it. It's a Dooney Burke thing. Um, so I'm always excited when I do a noodlehead pattern because I know that the pattern's going to always age well. It's just an effortless. I go to like I it's just like a timeless look. I can't explain it like that. These are the people that go away for the summer to some nice beach resorts. It's just they have boats. They're like in Marina Del Rey. They're just like they're it's an effortless look. So yeah, I'm really excited about the Euro wallet. So the Colt 45 and the two zigzags. Okay, someone's are excited it's Friday. So yeah, so I'm cutting off that today at noon. And then I'm prepping. I gotta start with the last bag. I think I got the yeah, I recommend I recommend Noodlehead bag to any beginning, but any bag maker period, because she actually has advanced bag making techniques. They just don't look like it. That's the beauty of Noodlehead patterns because they just don't look like it. Her advance is more sometimes a mental state of mind than a physical, and which again is a tongue in cheek to me, but it realistically is a state of mind. Advanced pattern may not be a physical thing. It may be a mental obstacle that you have to go through your own mind, like a wall barrier that you have to smash through in order for you to get to the next level. So I say, like, Noodlehead Patterns is the go. I recommend every single one of Georgia Girl Stitch's pattern. I have made every single pattern she's ever made, and I never have any doubts. Like it's to the point like they're like her cami back pattern is like a try and true. I have sold so many of those things that I don't even need to look at the pattern instructions. I just need the template pieces and I'm ready to go. It is such an effortless look, and it is a dupe to a lot of Dooney and Burke bags. So I don't know. Good morning. I know. You guys are getting a lot of smoke. And my friend Alexis in Canada is getting hit with a lot of smoke too. Um, you guys, that the fire season is no joke right now. That smoke insulation just not the best. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today is stack bagging. So we're going to be cutting out the Yarrow wallet. So we're going to be doing that, and I'm really excited because I think this is the first time me teaching it. Not a first time teaching a noodlehead pattern. I taught noodlehead patterns. It's just like she's like one of my go-to to teach because it's just so effortless. Like when you're done with her pattern, you're just like, yes, I made this. This is the best bag in the world. Um, but yeah, definitely. You what? Use her patterns. Georgia Girl Stitch patterns are, she's definitely in my top 10 pattern designers. Like, her patterns are literally goals. The cami and the is just make the cami and you'll be like Shinova. And I'll be like, right? And I have a whole, like, if you go to my YouTube tutorials, I have like a whole library of tutorials for her. She is like, I'm always secretly waiting for her to come out with a new pattern because, like, I will make a tutorial, I will make the bag, like, no matter what. Her patterns are just next level. They all look like Dooney and Burke bags. Like, if you're looking for a doppelganger for a Dooney and Burke, go to Georgia Girl Stitch. Her instructions are amazing. And then she sometimes has leather kits. What I like about her and like Clume House, they incorporate like regular fabric with like accents of leather, which gives it this really posh look. And then go to her Instagram. She's very similar to like Kendall and I. Her husband is a very active part of her business, and her and her husband do make bags, and their bags are chef kiss. She makes some of the best leather bags out there. Joy is a joy to work with. She is a wonderful personality. I want to go as soon as I hit ATL, I'm going to be like, Joy, let's go meet for some coffee. She is one of the most nicest, caring people I've ever met. Virtually, I haven't got to get my arms around and give her a hug yet. I can't speak more highly of her. She is a wonderful person. Um, and she is a bad bag maker. She's a baddie in bag making, and she is a baddie in pattern making. All her patterns are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I cannot speak highly of them. Like my goal for 2026 is to teach two of her patterns in a class setting because I think they're amazing. And I actually want to teach them because I think that I've been told that people want kits. She makes kits, and I would like to collaborate with her where people could buy kits from her, and then I can teach her bag because I'm obsessed with her bags. They sell really well for me. Like every time I list one on Etsy, it is gone within a week. They sell like tremendously well for me. Like whether it's nerdy or just regular, they're bad. And if you want to get into wax canvas, they're good for wax canvas. If you want to get into leather, they're good for leather. They're good for all materials. I cannot speak highly of them enough. They're just great. All right. So what I'm gonna, hold on. So, I had my thing over there because see, my tablet hates me. That looks so good. I promise you, I can't wait um until Wizardly because I'm gonna go ham at that ice cream social. No one even knows. No one even knows. Me and that ice cream social are gonna be BFFs. All right, hold on. Okay, stop yelling at me. I know I have a million messages. The only thing I don't like about my tablet and my phone, they sync up for absolutely everything except notifications. I just have to put Georgia Girl and then it automatically puts her website on everything. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in the chat for right now. And then what I'm going to do for the people that watch this later, and we all know the chat doesn't come up for like 72 hours, is that I'll put it in. There's Georgia Girl Stitch information. And then when I get off here, I'll put it inside the description box for the people who watch this at a later date. So, it's the interviews I have are for Patreon though, Christine, not for the public. So, yeah, she is a amazing person. So, and she does a lot. Her content on Instagram is pretty amazing too. Um, her she's one of she's one of the people that her name says it all. Like, my daughter's name are Faith and Hope. They, regardless of what they say, they kind of live up to her name. They kind of like live up to her name. their names, Joy lives up to hers. so, so like, um, yeah. And following her on Instagram, you will see like all her beautiful webbing. She'll have sometimes leather straps. She has a strap maker, so like she has sometimes she'll give a, like do sell kits for leather straps because I don't have a strap maker. That is like something that I wish I have because I can't cut a straight strap to save my life. And there, if you want to see a beautiful tool, I'm a tool junkie. If you want to see a beautiful tool, look at leather strap makers, and you're going to be like, "Shno, but why do I want to get this?" And I'll be like, "I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." But let me see. I'm gonna just put this in here so you guys can see her stuff. I'm surprised. I thought I've talked about her a lot before, but I do have a whole playlist of her on YouTube, and I've done like every single pattern except one. I have it cut out. I'm going to ask permission. I have one pattern I haven't done, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do it as a live or I'm going to do it as a tutorial because I've been getting people asking me to sew up live, so I might do it as a live. But she's one of my favorite designers too, because when you look on her website and look at her patterns, you're gonna be like, dude, everything looks like Dooney and Burke. And I'm gonna be like, I know, right? So, like each designer I have something. Like when I look at Alexis's patterns, I feel like she's like couture. Like I have this bag I want her to make so bad. It's a Dior bag. But when I look at her, I think she is like Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, like Louis Vuitton. Like she has like this Dior thing, like this whole high end couture thing. Each person has something that I can relate to as a bag, and I'm a bag snob. I have a bag person for each person's pattern design. I could probably do like a chart of who I think like is what, and each person has something special. But yes, when I think of Georgia Girl Stitch and when I think of Noodlehead, I immediately gravitate to Dooney and Burke. And I'm talking like Dooney and Burke with that classic, like the duck. Oh my God, that chef's kiss. You like to watch me sew? Like, yeah, I used to do live sews every now and again. There's a couple I have like where I did Chris's pattern, Simply Classes pattern, the Little Leia live. I've done a lot of patterns live because I like to sew live. I don't know why. Like I just like to sew live. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, so I might do it live. I mean, but it will be a while from now because there's like my schedule is weirdly jam packed. So like this month is totally full to the max. Next month I have sack bag and sew, so I have things scheduled and I have videos coming out, tutorial, and then October is Novaween. So September and October I have a lot of videos I'm scheduling, so that way the 13 days of Novaween has a video for each day. So I probably won't be doing a live until November because there's a lot of videos that are going to be coming out for Novaween. So, and then there's going to be some lives that happen in Novaween, but they're not going to be our lives because Novaween. So you're going to get the Halloween makeup and videos and all that stuff. So, yeah. Thank you. Yes, if you can hit that like button, it does help the channel a lot. And if you can leave a comment, share if you think it's worthy, it does mean a lot. So I am going to go put my packs up, and then try to figure out what I'm going to sew, what I'm going to make the Yura out of. I'm having a really hard time with trying to figure out what fabric I'm going to use with what, because at the end of all these kits, I want to sew them all up and have a photo so that way if anyone in the sack bagging sew is like, hey, I don't know what I need to bring for XYZ kit, I can post a picture and then they can get in contact with me and then I can send them the link to get them the video they need to prep for the class. Because the Tiny Kata is already up and this will be the second video, and then I have one more video that I need to do. So, you know. Alrighty then. I am going to hop off. Tomorrow, sleep in Saturday. I hope everyone has a good sewing day. And I will see you guys on... This will be your first... No, well, you're in for it. I have some costumes already lined up. It's going to be interesting. I'll see you guys later. Ciao. Bye.